Hello everybody and welcome to a different map. This is going to be something which I'm going to probably do as a live stream every now and then. But the reason why I'm doing this today is because I wanted to start this anyway, but I feel that it would be better to start it as a video instead of a stream. And also I wasn't very impressed with my previous video today. It's a weakness of mine. I always feel that my videos aren't that good and I always want to do better. So here we go. This is going to be a bit of a bonus for today. So this is the map name. It is a Polish map and it looks very interesting. So we're going to be running seasons. Let's see what this map is like. Okay, so here we are. This is the starting point and it looks very interesting. We actually do start off with a pickup truck, which is nice. So basically, we do have to build our own farmyard. Now, I'm actually going to do that in a stream. I think building the yard in a live stream will be much more interesting than filling this video up with, well, it would be a time-lapse for doing it. But the creator of this map has done a really nice job of basically suggesting places to build a farm. So I think really for today, I'm just going to hold off doing that. I'll just put the field aside, I think probably this field here, and I'll put some tractors in there. But then in my first stream on here, we'll put the money together and we can properly get it built. So the money for the farm will be no object, but the money for the tractors is very important. So we do start off with £500,000. I think really I'm going to be looking into getting one of these. This is a very nice John Deere tractor, which I got off Mod Hoster. So it's basically a starting price of £77,000. Let's just see. Indirect control could be interesting. Sometimes it doesn't work on other tractors. Hopefully it does on this one here. A flag. Oh wow, you can put a flag. So let's just choose. This is a Polish map, so I'm not too sure if we. Perfect. A Polish flag. Of course, it doesn't matter which one we fly. We could fly a different one every time. Beacons. Yep, we'll go for beacons, and we don't need the warning triangle fenders. We've got front hitch or standard, yeah, definitely front hitch, or we could have weights, but yeah, I think the front 3-point linkage will be good. And then we've got the flotation wheels, which I'm probably not going to use on this map. I do think that it's going to look a bit better to go with this sort of setup. So there we go. We'll stick with that. Wire tyres. Actually, let's just change that to Trelleborg. There we go. Good. So that's £80,000. It's quite a chunk. I do need to have money available for implements and also for a combine harvester, so I need to be quite careful here. So I think the other tractor which I buy today is going to be smaller. If we go with a 4-wheel drive Ursus, that looks pretty good. And I don't think I'm going to go with a front loader for this because I'm going to have the JCB. So that should be good. Engine set at 1234. 1634. I think, yeah, default. We'll go with default. It's still 120 horsepower, which is not bad at all. And finally, we have the JCB. As you know, in my Peterville series, I did adjust the price to 25,000, which I found was a much more reasonable price. So I think maybe that, yeah, that configuration looks pretty good. There we go. So we'll purchase that. That should be okay for the machinery at the moment. Of course, we do need to get a combine harvester. I was thinking along the lines of a Dominator. Okay, so there we go. That's our 3 tractors so far. Now, obviously, we do need to have a farm, and I did really discover 2 places of interest, which I think would be potential farms for the future. Now, like I said, they're going to be built in a live stream, but I've purchased these pieces of land here, and we've got these 2 pieces of land here. I think that's fine. I think if we have both of those, then we could have one of the potential farms as a grass field, whichever one we choose in a live stream, and the other one we could build on. So it's nice. I don't want to own too much land, as you can see, but it's just a very small percentage. So I think for today we're going to be working in 25. They're mostly harvested, these fields, so it's the time of year. The temperature is 7 degrees, so the ground temperature in theory is a degree too low for planting. We're not necessarily going to be planting today anyway, but it's close enough. I've found that if you do plant when it's just a degree out, it's still fine. Now my plan was really just to go over the field with a drag, essentially, just literally like a chain harrow sort of thing. It's just going to tickle the surface just to break it up a bit after the harvest, and then hopefully we can get into the field and we can get it planted. So this is very cheap. This is just £4,000. It doesn't require much horsepower. I am also going to be going to the field with another implement as well, hopefully, just to do a little bit more work. But as you can see, this is the Ursus. Seems like a nice tractor. Now my frame rate on this map is not amazingly good, but it's not bad. It seems like a relatively smooth map to run. It is quite a big map though, so I'm not really expecting it to run super smoothly. So there we go, the Ursus is all ready to go. Now this will probably go on to a worker. Let's just take a look and see exactly where we are. So we're down here. We need to go along here, and we're going to end up at field number 25. So if I just set a marker to go nearby to the animal dealership, now you can see it's over there. There is a beacon of light over there somewhere. Let's head over in that direction, and we can explore the map as we go. We can see the sights. Now I don't usually actually do other maps within Europe. I usually do just stick with the UK. So I do like to go to other areas, Eastern European areas and stuff. It's nice. Now I'm not trying to restrict this to just these machines. I'm very willing to buy a new tractor as well. Oops. Sorry, car. But yes, obviously I'm quite wary of the amount of money that we've got. I think when we've bought a combine harvester, it won't matter so much. I'll be sort of free to spend more money. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should buy a combine harvester now. I do think that the Dominator is going to be quite a nice fit for the map. Okay, it's right ahead of us. I like these woodlands. I think they look very nice, especially with the sort of autumn leaves, winter leaves and stuff. Winter leaves, yeah, you know, like dead leaves. It's a very picturesque place, and of course it's all going to look very different in later spring and the summertime. These silver birch trees are looking very wintry at the moment. But I found with seasons, yeah, even in early spring, it's like this, and that's what it's like in real life. It does take a long time. Some years, in the UK for example, I know this isn't the UK, but just an example, there's not many trees on the leaves even at the end of April. It just depends what the winter's been like and what the early spring has been like. So I do think that the seasons for FS is very accurate, and also you can have the different geos as well. You can have it depending on where you've got your location set as. There might actually be one for here. I'm not too sure. It turns out I should have gone the other way. So yeah, this is the way to go. This is where the yard is possibly going to be located. Just depends if we feel that it's going to be the best place. I'll show you the field. But it's going to be one of the two. Doesn't really matter which one. They're both good. I think I would choose one up here first, because it's got lots of nice trees around it and stuff, and it's quite a big field. It's bigger than the other one. So yeah, this would be my first choice. The other one is likely going to be better as just a grass field to cut. So what I would do is I'm going to get it set in the field. We'll get the worker going, and then I think we'll probably buy the combine harvester just so we know we've got it, and then we'll jump into the John Deere and we can follow on from where this tractor is going. So we'll get a drill or something. I believe that it's going to be fine. I know it's a degree too cold, but it's fine. We might have a tiny bit of failed germination, but overall it's not going to be a bad crop. Okay, so this is field number 25 just here in front of us. Just trying to work out which is going to be the best place to start. I would say yes, I don't know if the trees have got collisions. Yes, the tree does have a collision, so I think it's probably best if I use the Courseplay for this. I'll give Courseplay a go, and hopefully it's going to work quite well. So yeah, we need to do a headland, definitely. I think we'll go around 4 times, quite a few. I think that should be quite good. Right, so that is what we're going to be doing. Looks good enough to me. Let's just hope it doesn't crash into anything. So yeah, 4 times around the headland first, clockwise direction, and then up and down. With a bit of luck, there's going to be no issues there. So, crack on. Very good. So yeah, in that case, because that is now working nicely, well, we'll just make sure it is working nicely, I can now go back over to the store, we can sort things out. Yeah, that's amusing. The car thinks that the tractor's in the way and it keeps stopping. Unless they're just really keen on looking at the tractor as it goes along. I don't know. Or maybe they're brake checking the air. Oh, maybe they're going to brake check this car. Look out for the nutter in front. Now they can both do it. What fun. Anyway, that does seem to be working fine. It's just turned there, so brilliant. I think Courseplay is going to be playing quite a big part on this map. Just make sure it does turn the corner here. If it does, then I can head off. But I do quite like this tractor because it looks not very big, but it's still 119 horsepower. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Good. Right, so if I just I'll probably sell the lizard actually. But yeah, if I just teleport back to here, we can indeed get the next implement, which is going to be a seed drill. Or it could be a planter actually. Just depends what I want to be doing here. And of course, yes, we do have the extra crop types as well on this map. Now I think probably this setup here is going to be quite fun. Now I know that you can put a power harrow on this. I don't know if we're going to. I know that it would eliminate the previous tractor. But I think, well, yeah, I will do it. I'll put a power harrow on it. Maybe I should have had the first tractor as a plough. But it's just to show, to sort of simulate that we are working the soil instead of just having everything spoon-fed to us. So, yes, that's going to come into power harrows, that one there. Nice little setup. And, you know, for this tractor it's going to be just right. £43,000. Okay, a little bit more expensive than I was expecting. I must remember to attach it to the correct side. And yes, there's the other one. There's the actual planting part of the drill. There we go. So yeah, I think that we do really need to have a tractor of this size for this because it gets very heavy. It is counterbalanced by the hopper, but even so, there's quite a bit of weight here. Once that's working, I could sort out the JCB. Oops. There we go. Right, so yeah, we've got the pipe running down the side. Love that feature of FS19. I don't use it very often, but it does look good. And before we do spend any more money, let's just make sure that combine harvester is purchased. So yes, oh crikey, it is quite expensive. Unnecessarily expensive, actually. I'm sure in real life a Dominator these days would not be £140,000 plus the header. Anyway, yes, let's just buy that. And we will also go into the header category and we'll get that purchased. The C510. Do we need a header trailer? Maybe, maybe not. But they're not too expensive, so I don't have to buy that straight away. Okay, so one thing left. Seed. I know there's quite a bit of things I need to do here. I should probably go for the pallet of seed. It's a bit easier. There we go. Right. In a second we can head off to the field. Okay then. Yeah, so once I've done the live stream where we actually build the farm, everything is going to be much clearer and it's just going to seem much better. I love the class dealership. I really do love that. Yeah, it's because we don't really have a base to go back to at the moment. I do need to get the farm built as quickly as possible, but it's all going to be done using the landscaping tool. So I think that's one of the nice features about the map. It's sort of giving you that freedom to construct the yard as you like it, which I think is going to be quite enjoyable. I don't know when I'm actually going to build the yard. I might stream it tonight, I might stream it in a few days' time, I'm not too sure. But before the next episode, I will be building the yard. Now you're probably asking the question, so what crop are you going to plant? Well, I'm not going to go for the default crops. I'm going to choose something a little bit more interesting. We do have a wide selection, but I have chosen something relatively simple at this stage, and that is rye, which is just there. So the rye is what we're going to be doing, but as you can see, if I just tab through at the bottom of the screen, there's loads and loads of different things that we can do. I look forward to doing cabbage. We'll be doing cabbage fairly soon. But yes, rye is going to be our first crop. So let's just get back to there. I'll do some alfalfa and stuff as well. Right, so as I've already explained, this isn't necessarily necessary. Necessarily necessary. It isn't though. I might get that tractor to stop doing that, because this is essentially a direct drill now. I think, yes, if I just get Courseplay set up with this tractor instead, then that would be a good thing to do. So that is the course generated for the drill, and that looks good. I don't think there's going to be any issues with that. It's just 3 times around the headland for that one. Let's just make sure it is actually going to put some crops into the ground. Yep, that's definitely drilling. I'll just confirm that on the map here. Yes, so that is putting rye. It's going to be on the second page. There we go. Yep, so the rye is going in. Very nice. Let's just stop the other worker. There we go. Stop, worker. Right then. So I think, as this is not really going to be a fertilised field, I would be better off getting some kind of fertiliser onto here. The drag is still going to be very useful, because sometimes you can't use a drill. You do have to use a planter, and they don't tend to be direct planters, so it does have to be worked first. Before I go and pick up a sprayer, I found a nice Polish sprayer. This is the field, which is most likely going to be turned into a farmyard. So that is actually an animal dealership just there. But there's an obvious sort of path, or track just here, which is going to be leading into the farmyard. These bushes are sort of almost laid out as if this is where the farm is going to be. So we'll put the sheds in here nice and flat. It's very close to the field as well. So it's just going to be great. I really do look forward to constructing that yard from scratch, because I don't really do it that often. In fact, I very rarely build the farmyard. So anyway, yes, as I've said, I've got a sprayer. We'll go and pick up the sprayer and we can work on this field. There's no rush, because this tractor needs to get a bit of a head start anyway. And I just need to make sure that the worker is not taking the seed from our bank account. I need to make sure it's actually taking it from the seed which we've already paid for. Right, yep, so that's all good. I'm liking this. I do like this map. It sort of has Baldacchino vibes. I first played Baldacchino on FS15. I don't think I've played it since, but I did like the map. It's the same sort of idea. It must be the same sort of area too. I'm not too sure. Ooh, look at that. Obviously didn't take into account the hopper. Maybe there's a setting for that. It's the only disadvantage of having a hopper on the front. Okay, good. So there shouldn't be any more problems, no more trees. Once it's done the first headland or two, there won't be any problems. Let's make sure it does make it around here. And then we can go and buy a sprayer. Perfect. Okay, right. So, crop protection, and here we are. So it is a 400 litre sprayer. Not too big, just right for the fields which we have. And we're going to have to buy a pallet of liquid fertiliser. Now, of course, because we are playing at seasons, I am at some point going to have to put some herbicide on as well. But at the moment, it's not really a priority. Doesn't need to be done yet. We'll do that as the crop is growing. Okay. So yeah, plenty of fertiliser left in the IBC. And I think, because we do have the majority of what we already need, and we have £125,000 left, I don't want to spend too much here, but I do feel that if there is a cheap enough tractor, having an extra tractor could just be very useful. So, ooh, that's nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to get that at some point, but first, I think I'm going to go down the Zeta line or Zeta line, whichever way you want to pronounce that. Well, these are all the same price. Then again, they're all the same horsepower. 26. Yeah, I think something like this one here. That would be where I'd be looking at. That looks pretty good. Right. So many options and stuff. I think, yeah, I'm just going to go with the unfiltered. We'll buy that. And that might be a better tractor for the sprayer, and then I can put this back onto the drag, and we can start dragging another field ready for a planter in the future. I know that I am changing my mind quite a bit here, but I just want to get it right, you know. I want to do things the right way, and it would seem silly putting a little sprayer on a 119 horsepower tractor. So yes, if we take both these over to the field, the Ursus can start work in field number 31. Okay, so yeah, it's quite a distance to go from the store to the field, but I think that's quite nice. I don't like to just be on the doorstep of the dealership. I want it to be more of a challenge having to go there. If something needs to be replaced, then you don't want to just sort of pop next door and say, oh, just go and get another one. We actually have to travel, and that way you see more of the map as well. So I think I have chosen the best place to actually locate the yard, to situate the yard. I wonder how the drill is getting on, hopefully quite well. Also, I just wanted to thank everybody as well for your support with the Team Trees donation. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed doing it. I donated to Team Trees about 3 weeks ago, and well, Mr. Beast did a video yesterday, an update video, and he basically said, say thank you to anybody who you know has donated. So, well, I did donate, I got loads of thank yous, so thank you everybody, and also thank you from me to you if you donated as well. In fact, post down below if I inspired you to donate to Team Trees, or if you just donated to Team Trees anyway. I would love to hear from you, because it is something which I really do support. I love the idea of it. I really do like the Polish pack which was released on ModHub. It was actually in the mod contest. I think it did quite well. Pretty sure it did quite well. Right, okay, so I think, yeah, the tractor's doing fine. It just hasn't really got on very fast. So, whoa, I just catapulted out of the tractor. Yep, this is the drag. I just left it here. Follow me off. And this field can be harrowed, definitely. So if I just get the Courseplay set up. The reason why I'm using Courseplay more than I usually do is purely because the machinery is small. It would take me a long time to work on this field, and it would be a whole video of just me doing the same job. So this just is the best way of doing it. So anyway, yeah, that one there, cause generation. The cursor seems to tab to the middle for some reason. It seems to jump to the middle. I don't know why. There we go. Right, so it's field number 31, I think. Yep. 31, we'll do a headland 4 times. That should be all good. It's a 5 metre thing though. And then we can set it going. So as you can see, just right. Drive course. Lovely. We have 2 tractors now working. So that's not just repeating itself, is it, and going over where it's already been? Is that the reason why? Yeah, oh no, it's just changing course now. That's weird. That's really weird. Anyway, yeah, it works. I think I probably could have just fine-tuned the settings a bit. Well, I was going to spray it, but I've just realised that it is actually fertilising as it goes. I don't know how it's doing that, but it is doing. So I would imagine the cultivator is acting as a plough? I don't know. But then again, it wouldn't usually fertilise. Can't complain. Seems like a good deal. And that's working well too. So I think I'm going to leave this video here. Everything is now set up and it's working. So the stream will be a case of building the farm itself. I don't know when it's going to be. Hopefully fairly soon. But there we go. Everything is working well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.